Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is now week 3 in the NFL, so we're back with my weekly NFL predictions. If you enjoy the content, make sure you do like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. With that being said, let's get to my week 3 NFL predictions. Alright, so last week it started off kind of rough for me, but we ended up pretty good. So, Eagles beat the Vikings, kind of predictable. I just don't know what the Vikings are right now. Falcons beat the Packers. That was a little surprising. Jordan Love just did not play well down the stretch, especially in the fourth quarter, in my opinion. Bills beat the Raiders. Yeah, I thought it was going to be an upset. No. No. Bills trounced them. Ravens beat the Bengals. Yeah, Bengals, I don't know what they're doing. Seahawks beat the Lions in OT. That's all we'll say about that one. Titans beat the Chargers in OT. Chargers just doing Charger things. Buccaneers beat the Bears. Bears just look bad. Chiefs beat the Jaguars. I thought that was going to be the game of the year. That was the most boring game I've seen so far this season. Colts beat the Texans. Yeah, Colts looking good against Texans. 49ers beat the Rams. Giants beat the Cardinals. Cowboys beat the Jets. Yeah, Jets struggle bus without Aaron Rodgers, unfortunately. Commanders beat the Broncos, which Broncos, man, they just throwing. Dolphins beat the Patriots. Saints beat the Panthers, and the Steelers beat the Browns. So 11-5 on the week, not bad. So, like I said, started off kind of crap, but we ended up very well. After week 2, we're 20-12, so not bad. We'll slowly start to get that lead larger in the win column. But yeah, that is my record after week 2. Now let's head into my weekly NFL top 5 ranking. Coming in at number 5, I don't think it's going to surprise very many people, but I got the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are looking really good. I think their defense is playing a lot better than I anticipated. Their offense, I'm still a little shaky on, but it's kind of pick your poison right now because a lot of the other teams are just looking really bad. But yeah, I think the Ravens are a decent number 5 team right now. Next to the Dolphins, I think the Dolphins are still good. I still think they're just as good as they were last week, and I think they're going to continue. As long as Tua can stay healthy, I think this team's going to be very, very good. We'll say that, actually. Number 3 is the Eagles. I think Eagles are just well-rounded. I don't even think Jalen Hurts is playing very well right now, but they're still winning, and they're finding ways to win. DeAndre Swift played amazing. Their defense looks super good. I just expect them to continue this play. Number 2 is the Cowboys. I think Cowboys are super good. Their defense is lights out right now. But, yeah, you can be good in the regular season. Let's see what you can do in the playoffs. And number 1 is the Niners. I think Niners are just the best team in football right now. Brock Purdy doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And I think their defense is super, super good. And their skill positions are just, so annoying. But, yeah, I got the Niners at number 1. They just seem like the best team right now. All right, and now let's get to the first game of the week. It is Thursday Night Football. It is the New York Giants at the San Francisco 49ers. So for the Giants, no Saquon Barkley for a while. I'm not sure when he's coming back, but he's for sure out for this game. Yeah, it's definitely a bad miss for them. Their O-line needs to do something. Yeah, did you watch the first half of that game? Daniel Jones was just running for his life. It's just a struggle bus for them on the offensive line. And it's all Danny Dimes. He didn't play well in the week 1, and I know they got absolutely dismantled by the Cowboys, but he played well in the second half of the game last week, and I think it was just all on him. And, he didn't play bad in the second half for sure. So, yeah, Danny Dimes doing Danny Dime things. I'm not sure if he's the starter going forward, but he's a starter right now. As for the Niners, they're elite at every skill position. I talk about it every single week. They're wide receivers, they're tight end, they're running back. It's just amazing. And as long as Brock Purdy continues to play mistake-free football, I think this team is going to be super good, just like my rankings say they are. As for their defense is elite with just Nick Bosa. Just so much talent on this team. It's so annoying. I hate it. Of course, I have the Niners winning this game. I got the Niners 38, Giants 17. I just don't expect this game to be very close because I don't think the Giants are going to score very many points on this defense. All right, in our first early window game on Sunday is the Tennessee Titans at the Cleveland Browns. So for the Titans, King Henry, he needs to feast, man. He needs the ball way more than he's getting. And I know there are certain times where he looks gassed, but still, keep getting him the ball. He is the best part about this team. Less Ryan Tannehill mistakes, man. Ryan Tannehill is the reason this team has struggled the first 2 weeks of the season. He just needs to take care of the football. He needs to stop taking those sacks and just play mistake-free as much as he can. And they need to get DeAndre Hopkins involved more. He's just so good, so dynamic, and yeah, it's funny that they got rid of A.J. Brown to get DeAndre Hopkins. But yeah, I think Hopkins is very good, and I expect him to continue this play. Hopefully he can stay healthy. As for the Browns, where is Houston Deshaun? He is just nowhere to be seen, and I don't know if I'm the only one that's surprised by this, but yeah, I don't know where Houston Deshaun is. He just looks like he's struggling every single week. Kareem Hunt has returned because Nick Chubb is done for the year. Very unfortunate news for Nick Chubb. You hate to see it. It's just a terrible injury for him. But Kareem Hunt is back, and we'll see if he'll become the starter now. But yeah, Kareem Hunt is there, and Nick Chubb, unfortunately, done for the year. Defensive line, they do so much. They do so much, but I don't know. I'm still a little worried about the rest of this defense, but their defensive line is still super good. Myles Garrett is phenomenal. Oh my God, they need to keep him for as long as they can because he is so good for them. This one might be a little bit surprising. I have the Titans winning this one, and it's only because I think King Henry is going to feast, and I don't think Ryan Tannehill is going to make as many mistakes as he did the first 2 weeks of the season. So I got the Titans winning this one. Titans 27, Browns 24. I could be wrong about this one for sure. Our next game is the Atlanta Falcons at the Detroit Lions. So for the Falcons, keep feeding Bijan Robinson. He is the best player on your team. Just continue to give that man the ball. It is amazing what he is doing. And I will say, Falcon fans, don't come at me in the comments. Ritter played very well. He played very well last week. The only thing I need to say, don't be Superman. You don't need to be Superman. You have a lot of key pieces on this team that can help you win, like Bijan Robinson, Cordell Patterson. So, like I said, just you don't need to be Superman, and that's totally okay. And I think Cordell Patterson is playing this week. He wasn't on the injury report from what I could see, so I think he's playing. So, if you have Bijan Robinson and Cordell Patterson, my God, that shit is going to be insane. As for the Lions, they just have so many injuries. It's crazy. I think their running back is injured, and their top 2 wide receivers are injured right now. So hopefully they can get healthy in time for Sunday. But I'm not too sure right now. They're all just listed as questionable. They just need a mistake-free Goff, man. Goff. The only reason my Seahawks beat the Lions is because Jared Goff made those 2 crucial mistakes. And if he doesn't make those mistakes, I think they kind of run up the score on us because the momentum shifted as soon as we got that fumble recovery. And Jahmyr Gibbs, man, get him involved. He looked super good in week 1 against the Chiefs, and they kind of just didn't use him at all against my Seahawks. So I'm not sure what the situation is there, but I think this is an upset pick. I think it is. I have the Lions winning this one. Lions 34, Falcons 31. I expect this to be high scoring. I think most games the Lions play this year will be high scoring, so I got the Lions in this one though. Our next game is the New Orleans Saints at the Green Bay Packers. So for the Saints, they just need mistake-free Carr. That's kind of it. I've said it the last 3 weeks for him. If he can just be a game manager, I think this team can be pretty decent. And they need to continue to feed Chris Olave. Oh my Lord, that one-handed grab was so amazing. But Chris Olave, he's been this good. He was this good last year in his rookie year. I expect him to continue this, and yeah, I expect him to be very good. I wrote establish the run game here, but without Alvin Kamara, I'm just not sure how viable that is for them. I don't expect them to listen to me and run the ball, but it is what it is. I think if they had a dual threat, I think Carr would have so much more time and so much less pressure on him. So we'll see. We'll see when Alvin Kamara comes back. But yeah, if they can run the ball, I think this team can be very good, especially in their division. As for the Packers, I think Jordan Love showed his inexperience last week when they were down, and they had plenty of time, and he was just airing it out, trying to get the first down on every single play, just trying to go for the home run play on every single play. And it just wasn't working for them, and it wasn't a recipe for success. And I'm not gonna totally blame Jordan Love on that. It does go down to coaching as well, but still, it just he looked new in last week in the fourth quarter. Maybe no Aaron Jones again this week, so I think A.J. Dillon will be the starter again. Aaron Jones is just listed as questionable. Dillon, he didn't play bad last week, but they definitely need to feed him, and yeah, definitely need to feed him. Also, they just have a ton of injuries to their offensive line. I'm just not sure if they're all going to start. They're all listed as questionable. That's the crappy thing about Thursdays is everybody's just listed as questionable, and it's just difficult to figure out who's going to be actually playing. That being said, this might be an upset as well. I got the Saints winning this one. I'm just very impressed with the Saints the first 2 weeks of the season, and I don't think the Packers are the best team, so I do expect the Saints to win this one. Saints 24, Packers 23. This one could go either way, but I'm leaning the Saints right now. Alrighty, in our next game is the Denver Broncos at the Miami Dolphins. So, Broncos, they are going through it right now. They have no run game at all, and I thought getting Javonte Williams back was going to be beneficial for them because he got injured last season. Not so far. Not so far. I'm not sure what this team is trying to do. They played super well in the first quarter, I guess, quarter and a half maybe, but after that they just took their foot off the gas, just stopped calling good plays and just sucked. And please, holy shit, take care of the football, Broncos. Oh my gosh, you just fumble, interceptions. It's insane with this team, and I just don't know what they're doing. If they can keep Russell Wilson upright, maybe they can do something. I think he played decently last week, but I'm just not sure. I'm not sure what this team is trying to do or trying to be. It's just a struggle for them. As for the Dolphins, Tua continue to play like an MVP. He is playing so dang good. As of right now, he is my MVP pick of the season so far for the first 2 weeks of the season. And I think if they could just establish a run game, I think this team's going to be super good. This team already looks really good. If they can just find more ways to get Tyreek Hill the ball, I don't think this team is going to lose very many games this season. They look so good, and I definitely have the Dolphins winning this game. I have the Dolphins 31, Broncos 20. I'll be shocked if the Broncos get over 20 points, but yeah, I definitely got the Dolphins in this game. Our next game is the LA Chargers at the Minnesota Vikings. So for the Chargers, Justin Herbert, I just needed to see more. I'm just not impressed with him so far, as of right now in the season. He just isn't playing what we expect of Justin Herbert, because everybody always says he's top 3 quarterback in the league currently. I haven't seen it so far this season. They need an established run game early. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure this team knows what identity they want quite yet, and I struggle to root for this team because they just fall apart in the fourth quarter. Their defense needs to play better in the fourth quarter. Just overall, this team needs to play better in the fourth quarter, and it's so annoying. And I feel bad for Charger fans, but it is what it is, man. It just sucks. It really sucks. As for the Vikings, no run game at all. Absolutely none. Alexander Mattison, I think he's a decent backup. No offense to him, but I just don't see him doing anything for this team. I think they need to continue to feed Justin Jefferson. He plays super well, but as soon as they get to the fourth quarter, I feel like he just kind of, and I'm not blaming him, saying he's disappearing, but it just, get him involved. Find ways to get him involved, and I just haven't seen that yet for this team. Kirk Cousins is playing well, but in losing efforts, I think he's throwing for like 350 yards every single game so far this season. If he can continue playing like that, absolutely he deserves to be MVP, but I don't expect this team to... I'm just not impressed with them defensively. I'm not impressed with them in the run game. It's just Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, or bust at this point. Oh, and I'm so sorry. And that rookie, I can't remember his name. Anyway, that rookie, super good for them as well. With those three are the only reason this team has a shot, in my opinion. That being said, I still got the Vikings in this one. I just can't in good conscience pick the Chargers 3 weeks in a row when they have been playing this trash. So I got the Vikings 27, Chargers 24. Please, Chargers, stop playing like trash. Our next game is the New England Patriots at the New York Jets. So for the Patriots, this is going to be a common theme this video. No run game whatsoever. Absolutely none. I'm not sure what their plan is, but yeah, there's just no run game at all. And that means a lot of trouble for Mac Jones. Mac Jones, he needs to protect the football, but they need to protect him. So we need to figure this out. Patriots, I just don't understand what we're doing, but yeah, their offensive line just isn't impressing me. Their defense needs to step it up. I'm just not impressed with this team at all. In any facet of the game, they just aren't playing well. I don't think Mac Jones is the problem. He was the problem last season. I have not seen him be the problem this season so far. As for the Jets, Zach Wilson needs to take care of the damn football. Stop fumbling. Stop getting intercepted. And that does go over to their offensive line. I don't think their offensive line is very good, especially not right now. but continue to feed Breece Hall. I saw he was a little bit upset that he wasn't being fed in the second half, but totally, I think Breece Hall is one of your best players. Give him the ball as many times as you can and see what he can do. He's a very good player. He was great last year until he got injured, and he's been good so far in the first 2 weeks of this season. And as for the defense, I just think they need to generate more takeaways. If they can do that, I think this team could be very good. There was an easy interception that Sauce Gardner was supposed to have last week, and he just couldn't hang on to the football. So if they can produce more takeaways, I expect them to still be probably third in their division. Unfortunately, I just don't trust Zach Wilson right now. And this is probably, I'm not sure if this is an upset actually, because with no Aaron Rodgers, I just don't trust the Jets. And I think I got the Patriots winning this one. Patriots 24, Jets 20. Yeah, I'm just not sold on the Jets anymore. I just can't do it. Our next game is the Buffalo Bills at the Washington Commanders. So for the Bills, Josh Allen needs to just take care of the football. I think he's playing too loose and goose with that football. It's just flinging out. He's getting picked. It's just not a pretty sight for Josh Allen right now. Definitely not an MVP season for him, as many thoughts. I think they need to continue. I had a typo here, but we need to continue to feed James Conner in the run game. James Cook. They need to continue to feed James Cook in the run game. I think James Cook looks pretty decent in my opinion. Is he the best? Probably not, but he's what they got right now. So continue to feed him and see what you can do. As for their defense, they need to step it up. They're just getting no pass rush. I know Von Miller is supposed to come back at some point this season, but I'm just not impressed with them. Their secondary just lets up too many big plays. I'm just not impressed with the Bills right now, but it's only 2 weeks in. As for the Commanders, Sam Howell continued to play well. He's definitely surprised me. I did not understand why he was their starter, but I think this team rallies to him quite well, and I'm a little bit impressed with the Commanders. Their wide receivers need to step it up. I know I was having a conversation with some people in the comment section of my last 2 videos talking about the wide receivers for the Commanders. They just need to step it up a little bit. They need somebody to take that step forward to be that number 1 option, and I just haven't seen it yet. So I'm still waiting. I think they have a lot of good wide receivers on their roster, but somebody needs to step up. Their D-line needs to get to Josh Allen often. This D-line is super scary. They're just they play almost recklessly. That's the best way to put it. And I think they can get to Josh Allen and get to him often. I think this team could win, but I don't have that being predicted. I have the Bills winning this one. Bills 27, Commanders 24. This one might be able to go either way, but I'm leaning Bills right now. Our next game is the Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. So for the Texans, no run game at all, none at all, and that is why CJ Stroud is struggling quite significantly in a lot of these games. They have no O-line at all. Also, another reason why CJ Stroud is struggling in both games so far this season. I think CJ Stroud looks good. I think I'm somewhat impressed with the way he's been playing, but like I said, no O-line, no run game. I don't even think he has a real number 1 option in the pass game. It's the CJ Stroud show, and it really sucks. As for the Jaguars, literally listen to me, Jaguars. Spend a whole ass week just doing red zone drills, because you got in the red zone 3 times and Trevor Lawrence completed 0 passes last week against the Chiefs. And the Chiefs, no offense, I don't think their defense is all that amazing. So I don't know what was going on with the Jaguars. They totally could have won that game last week, and they just shit themselves. It was just not a pretty sight. Travis Etienne needs to get the ball more, especially in the red zone. I just don't know what this team's identity is, and I think if they can get Travis Etienne the ball, run the ball significantly, that can open up a lot more for Trevor Lawrence. Calvin Ridley, he had a super quiet game last week, wasn't at all the same player he was in week 1, but I expect him to get back into the game plan, and I do have the Jaguars winning this one. I got the Jaguars 34, Texans 21. I don't expect this game to be very close. I just think the Jaguars are better than the Texans, but yeah, definitely got the Jaguars. And our final early window game is the Indianapolis Colts at the Baltimore Ravens. So for the Colts, No run game, no Jonathan Taylor, no run game for this team, and it's very apparent. And I'm not sure what the plan is, especially without Anthony Richardson, because he is questionable. He is still in the concussion protocol, so I don't think he's going to start in this game. But I think backup quarterback Gardner Minshew can game manage. I definitely think he can. He's done it before. He did it last week, and I think he can. I think he can do it. So we'll see. We'll see what he's got. Ravens, feed Zay Flowers. He is so damn good, especially with Odell out. I do expect him to get double teamed quite significantly, but still, if you can find a way to get him the ball, I think it's going to be pretty good. I don't think they have a run game, so if they can get some sort of run game going, I expect this team to be kind of good, kind of decent. I have him number 5 in my rankings for a reason, so if they can do that, I think that will be very good for them. No Lamar mistakes. I think he's played well the first 2 weeks. He's definitely taken a step back in the run game, and I'm not sure how good that is for them, especially when they start going against better quality opponents. But as long as Lamar can not have any mistakes, I think this team can be pretty good. I do have the Ravens winning this one. I got the Ravens 27, Colts 17. I don't expect the Colts to score very many points, but definitely have the Ravens winning this one. All right, and our first late window game is the Carolina Panthers at my Seattle Seahawks. So for the Panthers, Bryce Young, he needs to be protected. I know they listed him as questionable for this week, but I'm not sure what the situation is, but their offensive line just sucks. They suck, and I'm so sorry to shit on you Panther fans, but yeah, this team is just not very good. They have no run game to be seen. I just don't see it at all. And I know they got rid of C-Mac last year, so it's like, what do you really expect? And I don't see Bryce Young has a favorite target. See, the good thing for the Bengals is when Joe Burrow got injured his rookie year, knock on wood, never want injuries for anybody, but they still were able to get a really good draft pick in the next year draft, and they got Jamar Chase for Joe Burrow. So if they can get Bryce Young a number 1 target, I expect this team to step up a little bit. As for my Seahawks, established a run game early and often. Kenneth Walker, I don't think he's rushed for 100 yards quite yet this season in the first 2 games. So feed him. I think he's super dynamic. I know our offensive line is super injured, but if he can get the ball, I think he can do a lot for this team. No more bonehead Geno plays. We almost lost this game because of Geno when it was 3rd and whatever, and he just drops back all the way into the backfield, almost on our goal line, gets a safety. It was crazy. I was fuming at that play, but win's a win, so we'll take what we can. But Geno, please, no more bonehead mistakes, please. Please. Their defense needs to step up all around. Yeah, I'm just not impressed with our defense. I think we're good everywhere except the defensive line. Like, our secondary is stacked. Maybe we're getting Jamal back this week. He's still listed as questionable. I just think we have a lot of great pieces, and we're just not doing anything with them. But you guys know the rules. We are done betting on my Seahawks. I have the Panthers winning in this game. 27. My Seahawks 26. Yeah, we'll see, I guess. We'll see. Our next game is the Chicago Bears at the Kansas City Chiefs. So for the Bears, Justin Fields, I think he needs to run the ball more again. I don't see the same player as last season. So yeah, I think he just needs to get back into the run game, do something with it, and see what happens. DJ Moore, he needs to be prioritized. DJ Moore came here, and he needs to be the number 1 option, and they need to feed this man. Chase Claypool, he played better this week, but DJ Moore's the guy. He needs to step it up and be prioritized. Their defense doesn't exist. It doesn't exist at all. I don't see anything good about the defense, in my opinion. They have some good plays every once in a while, but this defense just doesn't exist in my opinion. As for the Chiefs, Mahomes and Kelsey, they need another star. And I'm not sure who it's going to be. Maybe they can go get somebody, but as of right now, I'm not seeing anybody else step up for this team. Their run game needs to be established. Pacheco, I don't remember who the other running back is, but prioritize them. Establish the run game. Get Mahomes into a better position to better lead this team, in my opinion, is the way I'm seeing it. The defense needs to continue to play well. I've been super impressed with the first 2 weeks. They didn't win week 1, but week 2, it was a defensive battle, and their defense stepped up and kept the Jaguars out of the end zone. So we'll see. As for this game, I got the Chiefs winning this one. Chiefs 31, Bears 13. I don't expect this game to be close at all. Not at all. I expect the defense for the Chiefs to step up and put an end to any hope the Bears have. All right, and our next game is the Dallas Cowboys at the Arizona Cardinals. So for the Cowboys, Dak needs to continue to just not make mistakes. I'm so far I'm pretty impressed with Dak. He's just not turning the ball over, and yeah, it's not for lack of trying. That Sauce should have had that pick, but it is what it is. Dak just keep not making mistakes. Tony Pollard, he's playing better than I thought he would. Now that he's the number 1 running back, genuinely, he's just a lot better at this at being the number 1 than I thought he would. So keep it up, Tony Pollard. Defense continue to be elite. They are probably top 2 defense in the league. I could definitely make the argument for them to be number 1, but continue to play this way. I'm super impressed with the Cowboys right now, but like I said, do it in the playoffs. As for the Cardinals, James Conner needs to step it up. I know he played better last week, but yeah, they need the run game to help this team. So James Conner, step it up. No wide receivers making significant impact at all. Like, not at all, non-existent. I don't see it. Josh Dobbs, he's not playing bad, but I'm just not seeing any help for this man. So this one's gonna hurt Cardinal fans. I got the Cowboys winning this one, 35, Cardinals 3. That's how little hope I have in the Cardinals right now. I just nothing at all. Cardinals, no, not at all. Now we are over to Sunday Night Football. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Las Vegas Raiders. So for the Steelers, pressure Jimmy G a lot and often. You have an elite defensive line, so get to him, pressure him, and you will rattle him. It's a proven fact. No run game at all. Najee Harris, just nothing. No run game at all for this team. I am not impressed. I am not seeing any glimmer of hope at all. I don't know how the run game is just non-existent for this team. Kenny Pickett, just take care of the football, man. 3 picks in the first 2 weeks of the season. Just, you got to take care of the football, man. Just do that, and I think this team can sneak out a win here. As for the Raiders, Jimmy game manager is what they need. That's all he needs to do. Just take care of the football. Don't get sacked. Don't turn the ball over. I think he can do it, but we'll see. This defensive line is going to be insane this week. No run game at all. Yeah, none. Josh Jacobs, I don't even think he's hit over 50 yards this season. I don't know what's happening. I don't see anything for this team, and I'm not sure what they're going to do in the run game. But they need to continue to feed Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is the best player on this team. He's just super good. Jimmy G loves him. Their connection is super good, so keep it up. But yeah, sorry, Raiders. I just don't have a prayer for you in this game. I got the Steelers winning this game. Steelers 24, Raiders 17. Like I said, I don't see it for the Raiders this week. Our first Monday Night Football game is the Philadelphia Eagles at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, he's not playing like he did last year, but they're still squeaking by in a lot of these games. So as soon as he can step it up, I see this team launching straight past a lot of these teams. They need to continue to feed DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift looking super good, especially last week. That was an insane game by him. So keep it up, DeAndre Swift. Feed that man. Devontae Williams, he's really stepping up. I believe this is year 2 for him. Wow. Just wow. That he is just so good. I'm super impressed with him. It might be year 2 or 3. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. But yeah, Devontae Smith looks so good. So good. As for the Buccaneers, I think Baker truly has this team believing in themselves, and I was not expecting this at all, but they definitely look better than they did last year. Mike Evans, he looks better than ever. Like I said, last year, they kind of struggled. He and Tom Brady just weren't on the same connection. Baker and Mike Evans seem to be just fine. Super good. I'm enjoying watching them every week. And I think this is the first real test of the season for the Buccaneers, so we will see what they can do. Can they step up? Can they beat the Eagles? I don't think so. I got the Eagles winning this one. Eagles 27, Buccaneers 23. I just don't want to say the Eagles are going to score more points because I just need Jalen Hurts to do something before I can do that. And our final prediction of the week is the second Monday Night Football game. It is the LA Rams at the Cincinnati Bengals. So for the Rams, Matt Stafford needs to take care of the football, man. He's very turnover prone because he does like to do a lot to try and make those plays, but he needs to just take care of the football. Sometimes game manage. Weird. Next, they need to establish a run game. They established it super well against my Seahawks, but just didn't do any of that against the Niners. And granted, the Niners defense is better than my Seahawks right now, but oh well, whatever. Their D-line needs to continue to pressure the quarterback. I have been super impressed with them so far this season. I wasn't expecting this, even though they do have Aaron Donald. I wasn't expecting their defense to be as good as it has been. So keep up Aaron Donald and the rest of those clown-ass Rams. As for the Bengals, Joe Burrow, he's questionable for this game. I'm not sure he's going to start. His calf is still bugging him. I wish they had just benched him for the first 2 weeks of the season just so he could get healthier. Now, you wouldn't be in this. Well, you would still be 0-2, but who knows? Joe Mixon, he needs to be utilized more. Yeah, like I said, because Joe Burrow is injured, or let me rephrase this. Joe Mixon needs to be prioritized so there's less pressure on the quarterback, whether it's Joe Burrow or whoever's going to back up for him. Yeah, they just need more so Joe Burrow can do less, if that makes sense. Jamar Chase, he needs to be a factor again. He is just nowhere to be seen in the first 2 weeks of the season. So get Jamar Chase the ball and let's see what this team can do. That being said, I don't think this is an upset. I have the Rams winning this game. I got the Rams 31, Bengals 27. Not impressed with the Bengals so far this season. The Rams have been a little surprising, so we'll see what they can do. But yeah, I hate my division, man. Well, what did you guys think of my picks? Did you enjoy them? Is there any picks that you agreed with, disagreed with? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next Thursday with my Week 4 NFL predictions. Thank you guys so much.